Hey there everybody, it's Eric Bennis, one of the financial consultants here on the team at John Graham & Associates. Today we've got a video talking about different types of retirement plans that small business owners can utilize. Now when I say small business owner, that could be anything from a local business run by a family to even just a real estate agent working on their own, or somebody selling on Etsy, or doing something simply as a sole proprietorship. These types of businesses can really range from one person to a small operation. So these retirement plans are very flexible and able to apply to a lot of different situations. Now, the first type of plan that we're going to talk about is called a profit sharing plan. That is essentially where you can wait until the end of the year and figure out, hey, was it a good year or was it a rougher year? And if it was a good year and you have excess money left over, you're able to make a contribution to the different participants in the plan. So if you're the only employee, then you're able to put it into your account. If you have multiple employees, then there's going to be a formula letting you know what percentage goes to which employee, and that way you're able to reward them for all the good work that they did to help your business thrive that year. A very popular type of plan that a lot of people have already heard of is the 401k plan. A 401k is very customizable. In fact, the last type of plan we talked about, the profit sharing plan, can often actually be worked into a 401k as well. Essentially, a 401k allows the employer and the employee to potentially put money into this plan. And you get to determine the amounts up to the legal limits every year. And it's very customizable at the employer level. This is a good fit for a lot of sole proprietors and even for large companies that continue to grow and add new employees. The company, when they make the contributions, gets a deduction, and the employees, depending whether they do pre-tax or Roth contributions, they can also have the opportunity to get a deduction on their taxes as well. Now, one component of a 401k plan is that there is going to be non-discriminatory testing. What that means is that the government wants to make sure if an employer is utilizing this plan that it's fair and equal for all employees. It's not simply to reward the top 1% of the company, but that it's a real benefit, a tangible benefit for all employees. Something that can be done to make sure that the owner, if the owner does earn significantly more and want to save significantly more than the rest of the employees, one thing that the owner can do is implement what's called a safe harbor plan. That essentially means that the employees are automatically going to get a certain benefit no matter what they make. And that allows the employer to then put in much, much more, even if it does come out to a larger sum of money than all of his other employees are typically going to do. So the safe harbor plan is a really great solution, especially for those looking to save a lot year after year if you're in an ownership or executive position within the company. Another type of plan that a lot of business owners are able to utilize is called a simple IRA. This is often a good fit for smaller companies that do have employees. You do have to have less than 100 employees, and sometimes companies that have this type of plan eventually move to a 401k as they grow. So a simple IRA, it is supposed to be a bit more simple. It's a lot more straightforward, the rules are very constant, and it's easy to navigate for both the employer and the employees. The plan is also very affordable, whereas a 401k can come with certain costs every year, not only to make sure that there is non-discriminatory testing that goes on and the cost to maintain the plan, whereas these simple IRAs are incredibly cheap, and often the only cost of the employer is going to be the matching component, whereas the actual per account fee can be passed on to the individual employees. Now, simple IRAs, they do have lower annual contribution limits than 401ks do, but both simple IRAs and 401ks allow people to save much more than they would be able to just in their own Roth IRA or something like that. And they also allow for catch-up contributions as well. So for those people who are over the age of 50, the catch-up contribution allows them to contribute even more than they typically would have been able to into a different type of plan. The last type of plan that I want to talk about today is a defined benefit plan. These plans are becoming less and less common, but it's still worth mentioning. A defined benefit plan is essentially a pension. And in order to implement something like this, the employer would work with an actuary to determine how much is necessary to contribute today, year by year, in order to fund the retirement pension of the employees in the future. So essentially, rather than the employees taking money out of their own paycheck through payroll deduction, as would happen in a simple IRA or a 401k, this allows the employer to put money aside up front so that later on, when those employees do retire, they're able to collect that pension. These plans are becoming less and less common as employers look to get employees to put more skin in the game, to buy into their own retirement, and to be the ones to actually do the saving. It becomes more and more prevalent every year for 401ks and simple IRAs to be utilized because it forces the employee to also do some saving, whereas the pension, it's mostly on the employer. But it is worth mentioning because it's a tool that does fit in some situations. Now, the different plans that I've gone over today, it's not an exhaustive list, and of course the rules that apply to each one are unique, and those rules actually are ever changing as the IRS updates these. But if you're interested in one of these and think, hey, this might apply to me, maybe I'm a real estate agent, maybe I'm a farmer, or I've got a small family business, and right now we don't have anything, but we do want to be saving more than simply in a Roth IRA or something like that anybody could do. We want to take advantage of this company retirement plan opportunity. Then reach out and we can talk through the details and see how one of these plans might work with your specific situation. To get more information, you can contact us at investwithjga.com and learn more about our company there. And then we also have a YouTube video, which is Invest with JGA, where you can find more useful videos like this one. Thank you so much for joining us, and check out our page for more videos.